Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got all new drugstore makeup with good old Walgreens. So I figured today we would just have fun, try on new makeup. I'll try it all on for you and let you know what I think is worth it at the end. You know, what stuck out to me, what's my favorite. There's a lot of great new drugstore makeup, so I figured I would try it out and, you know, give you my feedback on what I think is worth it. So let's get started. I already have my face primed. I didn't use the drugstore primer. I really haven't found a drugstore primer that I think is really good. So if you know of a drugstore primer that you suggest, please leave it below. I'd love to try it out. So for foundation, I'll be trying out the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I'm just using this as foundation. This is in the shade 3 Light Beige, and I'm trying it out with the Loreal Blend Artist and Fallable Blending Sponge. It's like their beauty blender. I've heard great things about this. So far, I think this did a great job at covering up all my redness and little imperfections. It's definitely a nice full coverage concealer. I think the shade is a pretty good match. It's okay. I'm not sure if this will oxidize as the day goes on. I tend to experience that with a lot of drugstore foundations, but so far the coverage is very beautiful and very flawless. Let me zoom in so you can really see this. So I think it's really beautiful. I think the sponge does a great job at shearing it out so it's not so cakey, and it just gives it a more natural look and really presses it into your skin. So far, initially, I am impressed with foundation. Next, I already have these two products. I'm gonna brighten my under eye with this. I believe this is, it wore away, but I believe it's the Maybelline like Radiant Touch highlighter. This is in the color Radiant, which is peach. So this is a great color corrector. If you have dark circles, this is great at brightening your dark circles. You just apply a little in a half moon shape over your dark circles, and it will enhance your concealer and just brighten your under eye area even more. And then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer and blend it out with the pointy tip of this sponge. And then I'm also gonna take what's left and apply onto my eyelids and prime my eyelids that way for my eyeshadow. Now to set everything, I'm going to use the new Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is new and I've heard great things about it. It's their loose finishing powder. It's a nice translucent coverage. There's about 5 different colors, I believe. I got the 10, the Fair Light, which was the second to lightest color. I like this container, very sleek. So first I'm just gonna dip a stippling brush into this and pat it all over my face just to set my foundation and my concealer. This will just help dry everything. And by patting it, you're preventing it from wiping it off. You don't want to be too rough and wipe. You just want to gently pat. This will also, you know, dry your foundation and concealer, which will help create a smooth canvas for your bronzer and blush and highlight products to glide on more smoothly. It will prevent them from being cakey and patchy. Whatever's left, I always go a little under my eye area. So far I like it. This powder definitely seems a little drying. Kind of reminds me of the Laura Mercier one initially. I'm going to dip my wet sponge into some powder and then apply this under the hollows of my cheek to contour a little. I'm pregnant right now, so I'm definitely, you know, my cheeks are filling out a little, I'm gaining a little weight. So this will just chisel my face a little and help contour and carve out your cheeks. So just make me feel a little better right now. But this is the only place I like to bake. I don't like to do this under the eye area. I think it's way too drying and it can just age you, like make you look older than you are, and just really dry up that area, because baking's gonna really dry up wherever you pack this on. Okay, for bronzer, I already had this. I'm using the NYX Love Contours All palette. This was the only drugstore bronzer I could find. I don't know where. I usually use the Covergirl like True Match powder, but I don't know where that is. And I'm using the Sonia Kashuk brush to apply it. And I'm gonna use this lighter shade in this contour palette. And then for blush, I got the Maybelline Fit Me Blush. This is in the color Pink Rose. So I thought this was very pretty. I'm just going to use the stippling brush to apply it. So we'll just prevent any harsh lines and get it on really naturally. Just lightly go over the bronzer for a little flush to the cheeks. Now for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Master Chrome. I've already had this. Such a beautiful highlighter. I'm actually gonna use this to apply it. I'm just gonna take the side, pointed side to the middle and just dip it in. And this is just gonna naturally put it on, prevent any streaking. Give you a beautiful little glow. Okay, now you can set your face. I don't have a drugstore makeup setting spray. I really want to get the Wet n Wild one, but it wasn't at Walgreens. So I'm just going to use what I usually use, the Caudalie. But, you know, use whatever setting spray you have. It's good to set your makeup. It will help it last longer, and it will just help your cream products blend in more naturally with your powder products. Right now, my face feels really dry. I don't know if it's the foundation or, you know, just the winter. I personally find these to be drying, so that could be another reason. So this will just bring moisture back to my skin. So I usually mix the Caudalie Beauty Elixir with the Pharmacy Skin Dew, and it's a great little combo. Okay, now I'm gonna fill in my brows. I got the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill in the color Brunette. I think this is comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It is angled, so I'm gonna warm this up because I haven't used this before and it's not warming up. It'll just help it glide on a little more naturally and not be so patchy. Sure why it applied so dark on this eyebrow and it's not applying dark on this eyebrow. Didn't really get this on as I'd like, but I don't really feel like spending a lot of time on my brows. Okay, for eyeshadow I got the City Mini Palette by Shayla by Maybelline. This beautiful eyeshadow palette. I thought this was so pretty. By Shayla, Makeup by Shayla. Look how pretty that is. So there's 3 shimmers and 3 matte shades. And then I also got this L'Oreal Infallible. This is 557 Glistening Garnet that I might apply on top if I do this on the lid, which I might do. I think that's so pretty. So I'm using all affordable brushes, by the way, all Real Techniques or Sonia Kashuk or BH Cosmetics. So I'm gonna start with this fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. This is by BH Cosmetics, the 101 brush. I'm also gonna use this Real Techniques. This is just like a really defined, dense eyeshadow brush. You can see it's way more compact than this fluffy blending brush. So, first I'm gonna start out with this tan shade. I already primed my eyelids with that concealer. I'm going to apply this all over my lid. And so far these seem very pigmented. Lots of fallout, but sometimes that just means it's very pigmented. Now I'm just gonna go in with it. I'm gonna go in with this beautiful Jock color and just start applying this in the outer part of my eye, and I'm gonna slowly build this up And just, you know, the more you blend, the more the product will warm up with your skin, and it will just help it melt and blend a little more naturally. So it's okay that there's not too many transition shades in this, because the warmth from your eyelid and the color can help it melt and just blend a little more naturally. So already I'm very impressed with these shadows though. So pretty, look how beautiful that is. Let me zoom in. Blending beautifully. Look at that. Okay, I already know that this is one of my favorite products that I purchased. I'm so impressed with how these are blending out. They're not streaky, they're not chalky, they're beautiful. So now I'm gonna take this very dense brush. I'm first gonna go in with this gold shade and just apply this, and even a little of that, and just apply it in the inner part of my eye on my lid. But I am going to go over that with, I think, the like purpley maroon color. But I just wanted to get that on there. Try it out. Okay, very pretty, very pretty. So now I'm going to take the same very dense brush and dip into the black and really sultry and smoke this up. So, oh, this is so pigmented. Little goes a long way. So I'm gonna start this on the inner part of the eye in that outer V shape. I'm not bringing this out as much. I want this more compact in the outer part of my eye. And that's why I'm not using that fluffy brush, because I just want this more compact in that outer V shape. And then I blend it out in circular and backward circular motions. That will help blend it out. But I've definitely blended it into the crease. This will just sultry up that dark reddish brown color I already have, and then blend whatever's left on my lower lash line. Okay, now, I don't have a flat brush, but if you had a flat synthetic brush, that is where, well, I guess this is kind of flat. What is this? This is a Morphe E19. And I'm going to go in with this beautiful color. These are so pigmented. And start applying this onto my lid. Just the center, and bringing it into my inner eye. I'm going over this a couple times just to build it up. Okay, this is where this L'Oreal Infallible comes in. These are their pressed shimmer pigments. They're so soft and velvety. This is in the color Glistening Garnet. And they're so pigmented. You could go in with your finger. I'm just gonna go in with the brush. You could even spray this with Fix Plus, but this is just gonna complement that purple shade, that cranberry shade in the palette, but this is just a little more pigmented. I'm gonna go in with my finger and see if this applies a little darker. Yeah, there we go. It's definitely what I want. So if you don't want this as intense, you know, of course, skip this step. They have a lot of other beautiful shades. I got a green one. I plan on doing a green tutorial very soon. And you know, you could always skip this and just go in with that gold. I like this. This is like a beautiful cherry cordial chocolate for Valentine's. Now I got this Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. They're mega liner in black. And I'm going to do a little cat eye, of course. And then I already have this CoverGirl black eyeliner. I've had this forever. And I'm applying a little to my lower lash line, just to really make my eyes pop some more. Kind of keeping that mainly on the waterline. I'm gonna smudge that out. Sorry, I went ahead and did this. So here it is. I like it. I like the very flexible felt tip. It's really easy. This is a really easy eyeliner to apply because it'll move with your eye. It'll move with you. So I think this is a great one. If you're new to liquid eyeliner, I think this is a great one to try. Because some of the heads can be very stiff. Okay, now for mascara, I have the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. I decided to try this out. I'm not gonna apply false lashes today. Probably help my cause, but it's just not necessary for a Tuesday. So let's hope this does the job. You can also curl your lashes. I don't seem to ever know where my curler is. But I like this wand. Sometimes you need to do a couple coats for it to really get like thick and stick together. This definitely isn't wowing me. Got the mascara on. It didn't wow me initially, but it's whatever. I bet if I curled my lashes, it'd be a lot better and they'd be bigger, but yeah, whatever. I feel like going a little monochromatic with my eyes and matching the lip. Well, trying to match it, which I think this is more berry-y. So I will use this Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in the color 810 Plum This Show. So I have not tried this before. Smells okay. Okay, very pretty color. It's not as purpley as my eyes, but that's okay. You get the gist, but I think it's very pretty. I like the finish. It feels good, doesn't feel sticky, feels very smooth, soft. So I'm curious how long this lasts. All right, everyone, that finishes this makeup try on. So let me know what stuck out to you. Let me know if you have any drugstore recommendations for me. I also want to try out the new Wet n Wild foundation, the Wet n Wild makeup setting spray. I keep hearing good things about that Coty Airspun finishing powder. So let me know if you have any other suggestions. Two products that really wowed me and stuck out to me during this initial try on. Number one is this eyeshadow palette by Maybelline, the City Mini palette by Shayla. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I like it. You know, it's cheap packaging, no mirror. That's okay. I never use these mirrors anyways, but I love the colors and overall, and most importantly, the payoff, especially for the price. This was $9.99, but they had buy one, get one 50% off. Beautiful. These blended out beautifully. They weren't chalky. They weren't streaky. They were very pigmented and blended out beautifully. I think if you just take the time to really blend them out, you can make most products work. Highly recommend this. There's like 5 other shades, I believe. So I definitely will look into the other palettes and pick some up because I think this is a great staple in my makeup collection. I've never really liked a Maybelline eyeshadow before, but this is beautiful. I don't know if it's just the Makeup by Shayla one that's the good one, but I definitely will try out the others. And then the Wet n Wild eyeliner, I like it. I think the payoff, the pigment was really good. Very black, very pigmented. I like the wand, and then I like the flexible felt tip. It's not too firm, so it really moves with your eye and helps you create a really good, beautiful eyeliner. So highly recommend this, especially if you're a beginner. I know liquid eyeliner can be messy. I have a tutorial on how to do it, but the trick is just like short little strokes, kind of connect the dots. You're good to go. And then of course, I love these L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour full eyeshadows. They're so pretty. I have these in about 3 or 4 different colors now, and it's just a great way to really intensify your eyeshadow, especially the lid. So this is just a great addition. If you're looking for that extra oomph, they have a lot of other colors. Love this, love this. So I don't know yet about this foundation. This is my first time trying out, so I don't want to tell you guys it's amazing because I don't know. I need to see how this wears throughout the day, and this is going to be the only foundation I wear all week, and that will really give me a feel for it. You know, I need to see how it looks when I'm outside in the sunlight, the daytime, how it looks on my skin, how it wears. But initially it's very beautiful. It covered up my imperfections. I like how thick it is. If you want it even more full coverage, you can apply it with a brush rather than the Beauty Blender sponge. And you know, I think this is what really like dried out my face because it's water. So you're just like pressing that into your skin. Water evaporates and it just leaves you feeling kind of dry. So a good trick is to spray it with a hydrating mist, and that will add some skincare benefits and some moisture into your skin. So I should have done that. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think like this is necessarily drying, but I definitely think it is mattifying rather than dewy finish. It says medium to full coverage, lightweight. I wouldn't say it's lightweight. It definitely feels thick. Oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof. Hey, look at that. So this is supposed to be very long wearing foundation and concealer. I just like lighter shades with my concealer, so that's why I didn't use this as my concealer. But let me know if you have experience with this and just your feedback on it. I'm going to continue trying it out, and I will try to I know I need to do a review on all new products I got last fall. Like I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes I need to update you on and just what I think is worth it. So I'll try to do a review video in February, just updating you on like these first impression videos that I've been doing. Oh, the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I don't know yet about this as well. I'm going to continue trying it out. Initially, I thought this was very drying rather than hydrating. I like very hydrating powders. This definitely felt more drying. Like it's very mattifying. It will pick up any excess oil, which is good, but I might just stick with this for the baking purpose rather than applying it all over my face because I found it to be very drying, especially under the eye area. It reminds me of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I would initially compare this to that because that powder is very drying for me. So that's just something to keep in mind. So if you have very oily skin, I highly recommend this because it is going to absorb a lot of that oil and help keep you matte throughout the day. But if you have dry skin, I don't know yet about this. Yeah, and I don't know yet how this lip wears, but I like this color. I think it's really pretty, and I think Rimmel's very stepping up their game. So that is it for this first impression. Please let me know if you have any other drugstore recommendations. I'm also working on a drugstore skincare routine. I'm very picky with my skincare, so it might take me a bit, you know, especially because I need to try them out for a good month or two before I get back to you. So, and I'm pregnant, so I don't know. I'm not really ready to break away from my current skincare routine, but that is coming sometime this year. Let me know if you have any good skincare recommendations also from the drugstore. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know if anything stuck out to you. Let me know if you have any recommendations, and I sure do appreciate you guys watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.